Live.
Welcome back, everyone, and also welcome back to the program, the one and only Sheree Clark. And this morning we're going to talk about some things I think everybody really needs to be concerned about. Over the past couple of decades, more and more people have talked about taking care of your skin, especially if you're going to be spending a lot of time outdoors. Looks like people are going to be doing that a lot in the upcoming weeks.
Well, when you think of festivities like the 4th of July or just summertime in general, we want to be out and about, right? But we want to take care of ourselves, but we don't necessarily want to grab anything off the shelf and slather it all over our skin, which is our biggest organ with our body. But you have some options for us, Sheree Clark, with Fork in the Road. So thank you for joining us. What are those options that we can keep in the back of our mind?
Well, as you said, Jackie, the most important thing to remember is that your skin is an organ. It is the largest organ that we have, and anything that you put on it is absorbed directly into the body. So I'm a big proponent, surprise, surprise, of reading labels even when it comes to personal care products. The fewer number of ingredients, the better, and also the more natural we can go, the better. So let's start with things like this time of year. There's sunburn, we've got poison ivy, we've got bug bites, all kinds of things that cause itching and
discomfort.
Discomfort, exactly. So let's start with discomfort and get that out of the way. Jackie, I brought some things for you.
Okay, thank you.
On your far right, there's a container of bentonite clay.
Bentonite clay.
Bentonite clay, which some people know to be used. You can take it internally. It's something that we consume as an aid for your digestion.
Okay.
But we're talking about skin. Let's go back to that.
All right.
So bentonite clay you can mix with water and put on your face as a mask, which is really nice. It draws impurities. What it also does is it would draw, if you have a bee sting or if you have something that you know is still in your skin, even a sliver, put the bentonite clay on there, let it draw out.
Oh, as it dries, it would extract it?
It's a natural drying agent. But I also really like it for your face because I don't know about you, but sometimes in the summertime my complexion feels different. I might feel a little bit greasier because
so you're
sweating.
A lot oilier, yeah.
Yeah, so that's helpful to me. It helps draw that out so I don't feel quite so shiny. Okay, so I really like it for that. Then Jackie, we all we want to get out in our gardens. We want to be outside. Poison ivy and poison oak. Oh my gosh, I don't know about you, but I'm really allergic to those things, and I really don't like them. And it seems like they last forever.
Right.
So sometimes what happens is we're out in the yard and we look and we go, oh, is that 5 leaves? So you know you've touched it, and you need to really do something immediately. There's a bar of soap directly in front of you. The poison ivy, poison oak remedies, that's not the only one. There are several different kinds on the market available. If you wash immediately with that and wash thoroughly and rinse, 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 you can help prevent that whole rash thing from occurring.
Because it's the oils that seep into your skin that causes that reaction. So if you can beat it to the punch, you might be able to save yourself some pain.
Try to extract as much as you can.
Exactly. And at the very least, at least reduce the amount that's on the skin surface. Behind that, in case you're not successful, that would be an example of something that you can use as an itch remedy. Ivy itch, any of those kinds of things. I also use calamine lotion, the old school pink stuff. Yeah, it works. The whole idea is to not itch the skin, break open those little pustules and let it spread. So stop itching, use those kinds of things.
That's when they get infected.
That's exactly where they get infected. Then there's the bugs, okay? In the foreground, and I had this on a couple weeks ago, parakeeto bands. Love those. There's some essential oils in there, and you wear them.
Really?
I actually wear them on my wrist and
so
my
you apply
ankles.
the liquid to the little area there, the little landing zone there?
It actually, the little landing zone is a replaceable.
Oh, it is?
You buy those and you just slide them
little
in there.
Pads?
Really?
Yep. So then you dispose of it after a couple weeks when you feel like it's less effective.
Where do you find something like that?
At the natural food store.
Really?
I bought that at Campbell's. Yeah.
Similar to what those air fresheners used to be in your home, where you slid those things in there, but you have the pad that you slide in, so you don't have to worry about messing around with it.
Exactly. Yep.
How convenient is that?
No muss, no fuss, no bother,
like
and no bugs. We're hopeful.
And you look somewhat fashionable.
You do, exactly.
Kind of like us this morning.
And I want to remind you, remember, I wear them on my wrist. That's a good place to have it, because you're talking and it's in your face, and so you're avoiding the bugs there. I also wear them on my ankles. because if my arm is up here, I might not be keeping the bugs away. So, and bugs for some reason just seem to like our feet.
They love ankles.
Yes, exactly.
Unbelievable. And one final thing we have over here.
And yeah, if it's not successful, you're going to be using your Sting Stop, which because we know we itch, and then, like you said, you get infected because you've itched it too much. Okay, let's talk about the other more glamorous kinds of things when we've got away from the bugs and the itching. All right, so one of the things that we think about is sun exposure. So we slather ourselves with sunscreen, which may or may not be carcinogenic.
Right.
What about if we start from the inside? There's a supplement that's available, and I'll see if I can pronounce it when we get it in and I can read it. It's Lou, you try to pronounce it.
Oh,
Astaxanthin something or another.
Here, read the label. There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Extaxanthin. Okay.
Viewers might want to get a pen and
It's
write
inside
this.
sunscreen.
That
is what
Hawaiian
it is.
A thing.
The Hawaiian A thing.
So
I like that.
how is this helping us?
It's a supplement that is said to stimulate some things in your body that helps it fend off the UV rays.
Really?
Yes.
Seriously?
Yes, seriously.
From the inside out?
From the inside out. And I've done it. I think it helps. It could be a placebo, but friends of mine, the owner of Campbell's, for example, she's from Hawaii, she swears by it. So
she would know.
Well, if you swear by it, then Diane, I'm
Might have
going
to give
to
it a
as
try.
well. Exactly.
I like that.
Yeah, Diane knows.
Diane knows. So we also know we love coconut oil. You and I
Yeah.
have talked about that before. Sometimes in the summertime I want something a little lighter. Good solution, almond oil. It's really a wonderful, light, less greasy.
Almond oil on your body?
Almond oil, it's great, and it soaks in really quickly. So you don't, sometimes if I put coconut oil and I get in my car and I've got it on my legs and I look and I've left a little coconut patch on my car.
Slip right off.
With the humidity and the heat,
Yeah.
it adds to it as opposed to keeping yourself hydrated and being really light.
This is a little silkier.
Okay.
And speaking of silky skin, one of the things we've talked about is exfoliation. We want to exfoliate, and body exfoliants are things that you have a little bit of a texture and some granule into them. Body in the Buff. You got to just at least love the name. And this one is a nice. So if you do that before you put your oil on, then you're going to have some nice smooth skin. I also love Witch Hazel.
Right.
I use it on my face. It's a nice toner. It's
It really is,
great.
yeah, and will remove any excess.
Yes. You like it after shaving? Is that when you? Yeah.
I haven't done it for years, but it just reminds me we need to go get some more. Yeah.
Yep, and I like this brand. This is the original. And then finally, we all know, we've heard of aloe vera. If you don't have an aloe vera plant, which would be a good solution, that's my favorite, is to use fresh aloe vera and slather it on your body. You can buy it over the counter, and then you've got it ready to go. That also can be taken internally. It won't prevent you from getting sunburn, but it will help with digestive upsets, which we might be having if we're barbecuing. So.
Right. And we had a friend in college. He was very much into his body and weightlifting and things like that. And he drank aloe vera. He bought it by the gallon. And would take a swig or two of it, and it swore by it.
But if you happen to get caught in some unfortunate sunburn, if you put that on, that gives a nice soothing, natural way of soothing that
And it
burn.
helps speed up the healing process.
Okay.
Yep. To your point about the aloe vera, if you're going to consume it, make sure that it's the kind that's meant for
That's
consumption.
what it was. It was, yes.
Right, exactly. You wouldn't want to just squirt that into your mouth and eat it like frosting.
Okay.
Just saying.
And this is just things you can do besides just covering up.
Yes.
Because that is probably the best one. And you brought me a little scarf here, so I'm going to see if we can.
Well, it's easy to forget about areas
right
that,
here, and actually know where it is. For those people that are follically challenged, like we are here, right here is where it gets you.
Really?
Honestly, yeah. It's not here. It's right here where you get burned. So something as simple as a Robbie Knievel do-rag like this would be perfect, especially for this time of year.
And women would even need to do that. When I pull my hair back in a ponytail, the tops of my ears get sunburned.
Yeah, it's little parts that stick out that we forget about. Like
right, you can cover up your ears too. Look at that.
Yeah,
Ears,
exactly.
things like that we want to make sure you think of, because we want you to have a fantastic summer and great holiday, but we want to make sure you're staying hydrated and safe. And speaking of staying hydrated,
look at this.
Yes.
Just by
I brought you a little beverage here.
drinking, that can help. Drinking certain things, I should say.
Yes, indeed. And so sometimes you don't want to drink water. It doesn't sound attractive. It doesn't taste appealing. This is a sparkling water that's been flavored with cucumber. I set it off with a little lime. I want you guys to drink up, hydrate from the inside out, and you'll be better off for it.
All right. All great advice this morning.
I'm going to try this. This is a squeezed cucumber. I'm still trying to picture how they squeeze cucumbers.
It's
That
a
is
visual.
really good. And you know what they do, seriously,
love that. It's cute.
in places like Las Vegas, in the big hotels, they have big jugs and big
good.
vats of water with cucumbers floating in
Yes.
them, and that's their hydration
Yeah.
method in the desert. So they do it in the desert. You know
So
it's got to be
good.
working, yeah.
All right, Sheree, if people want other great options, whether it's something you ingest or something you put on your body in a natural way to make sure you're staying healthier out there, how can they get in touch with you?
Well, I invite people to email me at info@fork-road.com or visit the website fork-road.com.
That works.
There you go.
Wonderful. Just keeping you safe over the holidays. That's the whole idea.
You got it.
So get out and enjoy your celebration, but enjoy it and feel good about it afterwards.
Absolutely.
We will be right back. This is CW Iowa Live.